Welcome to Southern News for winter 2025. I'm Ben Martin.
And I'm Lexi White. Winter has been cold and stormy, and that means slips and falls on icy sidewalks.
We have stories about students facing challenges and helping others overcome their challenges.
And how everyone can use the same sports facilities as Southern's team members.
But first, those concerns about the winter weather might be coming to an end, but icy sidewalks are still making things tough for students just trying to get to class. Delona Holmes McKenna spoke with some of them about how they're managing the frozen paths.
Winter is winding down, but students are still dealing with its aftermath. Icy sidewalks and roads. Many say getting to class has turned into a challenge. The sidewalks and streets on campus have become danger zones, covered in sheets of ice. Each step feels like a gamble. Getting to class, more like surviving an ice rink.
So early in the morning, and I was walking on the sidewalk, and there was just like this patch of ice in my way, and I didn't see it. And as I went to finish and get off the sidewalk, I slipped and I slammed my leg into the sidewalk and hit my head. And I went to the hospital for it, and I was on crutches for about a week.
When I slipped in front of my dorm building, Schwartz Hall, I was running out of my dorm to go to work in my car, and it had snowed the night before, and everything completely frozen over because Southern did not plow properly, and I slipped and I fell really hard.
Crews are working to salt and clear pathways, but students say it's still tough to navigate.
Even with salt and sand, spots remain slick. Students say they have to take it slow or risk falling.
With temperatures low, the ice isn't melting fast. Until then, students say they'll step carefully and hope for the best. This has been Delana Holmes McKenna reporting on Southern's campus.
Southern is welcoming its fuzziest classmate.
Justice and his student handler, Ella Berniger, are giving back to the community in a way the university has never seen before. Students across campus stop and stare when they see Justice. Little do they know that Justice is actually training to be someone else's eyes.
His obedience and his socialization, they're going up and up and up, and he's just really growing into this really excellent dog.
Guiding Eyes for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that trains guide dogs for those who are visually impaired. Justice started his training at about 8 weeks old with his handler, Ella Berniger, a sophomore at the university.
Our two advisors for the club, both of those professors on campus have raised dogs while at Southern.
While other guide dogs have been trained on campus before, Justice's handler, Ella, says she started the university's first Guiding Eyes for the Blind club, making Justice the first student-trained guide dog on campus. Ella says he's positively ready to move further in the process. Ella says she was inspired by her mother, who is a police officer, and her late partner, Trent, who specialized in narcotics detection, to create this program.
This is kind of a legacy project. She's able to, give me tips and tricks on how to do it, and she's expressed, how proud she is of me for doing this. We've been working towards, making this accessible to a community of people who are also really, inspired by Guiding Eyes and who also want to raise on campus, make a difference.
As much as Justice is adapting to a new environment and lifestyle, Ella says she's gaining a lot from this process too.
We learn from each other all the time. He's new at the whole life thing, and I'm new at the whole raising a dog thing, so we have a really good working relationship.
Ella says she's so happy to be going on this journey with Justice. I'm Lexi White, reporting from Southern Connecticut State University.
Nice job.
Many students face challenges here on campus. Some are obvious, but some are not. You're about to meet Elise Ryan. She has a rare condition called misophonia, a sensitivity to sound. Reporter Brianna Wallen takes us inside Elise's world and how this condition affects her daily life.
Whether it's eating or tapping, these everyday sounds can bother many people, but for 19-year-old Elise Ryan, who has misophonia, they can be a real struggle.
It affects my day-to-day life because every night I have to sleep with earplugs and white noise because my roommate snores, and if I'm hearing snoring, I can't sleep. And that's normal, a lot of people can't deal with snoring, but it's I will be so mad, I can't.
To cope, Ryan uses her white noise machine. and her headphones, which lets her escape into a peaceful world.
I wear my headphones like in my room. I wear my headphones when I'm walking outside. I just try and put my headphones on whenever I can, but if I don't have my headphones and I have no way to avoid it, then I'll just deal with it.
Ryan says she is grateful for her roommate that supports her.
And I was like, oh yeah, we could work through this, because like she was a nice person. So I didn't see the disorder or whatever. I just saw like her as a person.
So the next time you hear a loud tap or chew, remember that what might seem small to you could mean a big deal to someone else. From Southern News, this has been Brianna Wan reporting.
If you're a Southern student looking for activity, Open Rec might be the event for you. Southern's RecFit organization lets all students use facilities usually reserved for student athletes. Reporter Michael Puglio takes us inside James Moore Fieldhouse with a look at what's available.
It is a busy Thursday night here at Open Rec as students wind down enjoying some pickup basketball.
So Recreation and Fitness has a field house, which is the James Moore Fieldhouse right on Wintergreen Ave. Monday through Thursday from 6:30 to 9 there's open weight room, open basketball courts, and open indoor track. And then from 7 to 9 p.m. there's also open swim.
Open Rec has become a great spot for students to hang out after class. It offers a blend of competition and recreation. Here are some students' experiences with Open Rec.
I'd say just playing basketball with friends, making new friends, like I said before. I love basketball, so it's great to have an open gym if I have to for it.
It can definitely benefit students by helping them stay active, stay fit, give them something to do. Like I said, like if you're bored, you don't got nothing to do, and like I said, meet new people, connections, all that. So I think all that stuff ties into it.
Southern students have been having a great time attending Open Rec. It seems that the staff enjoys having them too.
I think the biggest takeaway from Open Rec is seeing how enthusiastic students are to come use our facilities, and also how grateful they are to our staff just to be able to be in a safe space with their friends. So yeah, it's been a great time seeing people make connections and seeing our students grow.
It's a sure sign that spring is almost here. The women's softball team is getting ready for the season, and for the first time in a decade, there's a new face leading the squad. But it turns out it's also a familiar face. After 10 years with head coach Jillian Rispoli leading the way, the university's softball team welcomes Kate Bowen back home as their new head coach.
And I knew if there was a chance to come back one day, I would love to come back this way. So I love Southern when I was here, but also I'm from Connecticut, so it's great to be home.
Bowen played softball professionally for the Stratford Brackets, an experience that shows in her coaching.
I came in as an infielder and pitcher, and there wasn't really room for another infielder, so I learned the outfield. Understanding that feeling, hey, I might have played second my whole life, but now I need to learn another position and how to help them through that.
Players are still getting to know Bowen, but not much has changed since Rispoli led the team.
Coach Bowen and Coach Rispoli have a lot of similarities. We're still getting to know her, but practices have been going really well.
The university's softball team fell just short in the conference championship last season, losing 3-1 to the Adelphi University Panthers. New coach Kate Bowen has her team getting a little bit better every practice so that once they get outside, they can get their first win of the season out here on this field.
Are getting 1% better every day. Yeah, if you get 1% better every day, long term, when you go to the fall and the spring, you're going to be right where you want to be.
We came up a little short last year.
We want to be the top 5 in the NE10 when it's the regular season's done, and we want to go win it.
That's it for Southern News Winter 2025.
We'll see you back here in the spring. Have a nice show.
Oh, we had a great show.